What's going on, guys? Jay the Black here. Shout out to everybody that's tuning in. I want to talk about Dream Doll. Now, for those of you who don't know her, she is a quote-unquote rapper and reality TV personality. She's dated numerous, I believe, rappers and men in the entertainment industry. One in particular, I believe she dated TWERKlNG years ago. I actually made a video about that. So, looking at her bio, now she gained a lot of her notoriety from being on Bad Girls Club. This was right around 2017-ish, right? So, fast forward years later, this heifer's in church. And she's in there twerking in church, and some male is recording her. She's standing next to a male. It looks like she's being recorded by another male. And I want people to understand something. I have no problem with women wanting to be in church, wanting to follow Christ. But when you are there for the wrong reasons, when you're there just to have a viral moment on social media, you got this person recording you and you know they're recording you, and you're jiggling your assets, and then you're laughing about it. It tells me that you don't take religion seriously. See, this is what has happened to the Christian faith. It has been bastardized. You have men and women of the cloth who claim to be of the cloth, who use it to manipulate people, to financially steal from people by using the word of God. And even Drewski went viral for the skit. People were upset at Drewski. I'm not upset at Drewski at all. Drewski was making fun of these preachers, these fake men of the cloth and women who use the Christian faith to enrich themselves. This is what's going on with Christianity in the West in 2026, excuse me. It's a new year and we still got more BS, like with Dream Doll. Now, Dream Doll, according to key aspects of her, so y'all get a gist of her. She raps, sings, and releases projects such as Life and a Plastic series aiming to tell her authentic story and uplift others. Again, I told y'all she was on the Bad Girls Club. She's been on Love and Hip Hop New York. She's been on BET Plus's College Hill and The Impact New York. And now she's in church. Now I want y'all to understand something too. This heifer had a child over 6 months ago. And there was rumors that it was by a married man. I don't know who the baby's father is. Still, maybe y'all know, I don't. But there were rumors were out there. She I guess debunked those rumors, quote unquote, debunked those rumors. But if you just had a child less than a year ago, why are you in church jiggling your assets? You're basically advertising yourself. See, you can take the bad girl off of Bad Girls Club, but you can't take the Bad Girls Club out of the girl. And she's still that same girl. I've seen numerous heifers who are reality TV personalities who get an opportunity to get notoriety because they dated a rapper or have a child by a rapper, use the Christian faith to get attention. But instead of them being in church for the right reasons, they want to use that as an opportunity to go viral because a lot of them don't believe in it. You're supposed to be there to pray. You're there to work on rebuilding yourself, you would think, right? Y'all notice she wasn't there with her child. She was there with these two Negroes. I'm assuming that the person recording is a black male because she was standing next to another, but she wasn't with her child from what I've seen. If she was, y'all correct me if I'm wrong. I will say my bad. But I don't understand. I don't understand why you feel the need to have a TikTok moment in church. You're supposed to be there to pray, to meditate, to fix the bad habits that you feel like you have that drives you to go to church. And someone left a comment. I'm going to get to the comments too. That these women use religion to fool higher valued men into dating them. Look at Kai Cenat. I see that his quote unquote ex-girlfriend Gigi is already on a date. She literally has a video of her literally on a date with some male. I don't know who he is. Maybe he's a streamer. I don't know. And he's much more of her type, by the way, because she was also on a stream where she talked about how her type are light-skinned males. Tall, light-skinned males, I believe is what she said, right? And apparently Casanata is still paying her rent. Somebody needs to talk to him. Somebody needs to tell him that it's okay to walk away. But be that as it may. Dream Doll is somebody who made a name for herself by being on a dysfunctional reality show. And you would think that you were on that show in 2017 that you would clean up your act. Well, obviously she has not. She is still out here trying to go viral like all these other women. This is why a lot of you women ain't wife material. This is why you got women like Tamar Braxton on podcasts wondering what has she done wrong? Why can't she get a man? You know, Tamar, you know why you can't get a man? Is because your marriage, your first marriage, you were with the guy who did everything for you. And ever since you divorced him, you haven't found another man to do that. Because according to you, you were in your alpha female stage and you no longer want to be in your alpha female stage. This is why a lot of you heifers need to be in church, praying away this alpha female energy you claim you have. But going to church and expressing slur energy in the word of God, which is why I just don't believe a lot of you heifers are actually Christian. Do y'all even read the Bible? Do y'all actually understand what goes on in the Bible? And you not understand that your behaviors go against a lot of the word, but y'all claim to be Christian. That's why I don't believe you. How are you a Christian woman and you a feminist? You believe that men can be women and you disrespect, tear down men in order to build yourself back up, right? You don't believe in playing your role in a relationship, let alone a marriage. This is why I don't believe a lot of y'all when y'all claim to be Christians. Y'all are faking it. And that's why a lot of you still end up single, because we as men can see through you. We can see that you're full of it. We can see that you are deceitful. Dream Doll is a deceitful female who's in church trying to go viral by twerking in the church. Just totally dysfunctional. It's like those melanated heifers who from the States who went over to Africa. I believe they were at this place and they started to turn up that type of energy and made a complete fool of themselves. Why do you have to bring slordom everywhere you go? I've talked about, and I have a Patreon series about the slurification of America. And I know people see that headline, they'll chuckle, but it's real. It's real. These women are bringing their slur energy to churches. It's ridiculous. Now, we can say whatever we want about the pastors of churches and things that go on, but that's not every church. Just like every religion has weirdos, perverts, every religion has that. I'm not going to tear down Christianity because there are people who pretend to be of the cloth who use it to do horrific things. And I just cannot sit up here and condone women going to church doing these things. And then you're putting it online, or somebody that you're with is putting it online with your blessing, by the way. Let me get to some of these comments I saw. Somebody says, why is she shaking assets at church? Another person says, playing in the house of the Lord is a dangerous thing. Says, real ones know worship hit different sometimes. Imagine if she were in a Muslim country doing this, in a mosque. You tell me what happened to her. And that's the thing. They don't do this in mosques. I don't think they do this in synagogues. But you do this in church because nobody in the West respects. No, say nobody. There are people who don't respect the Christian faith because we've been propagandized to. There's been decades of propaganda pushed to tear down Christianity only. Have y'all noticed that the only religion that gets torn down is Christianity? No other faith. They want you to believe that because you got pervert pastors who steal from their congregations, that's just the whole of Western Christianity. That is not the case. But they will try to make you believe that. Bro, there are horrible people in every religion. They're not, and you got people that pretend like that's not the case, but that is true. That is true. Okay? So I think people need to understand that religion is being played with, is being used to sort of change your public image, but in reality, you're just who you are. So let me know what's in the comment section. Let me know your thoughts, like this video and share it. Follow me on all my social media platforms, and I'll see y'all next one.